everybody loves to hate the winner, right? Like as humans, you're like, you root against the winner, you root against the dynasty. And VMware's taken a lot of pot shots for being so big. And in the 90s, the telcos did that, right? And then now all of a sudden it's VMware, they're the incumbent. But let's talk about what this actually means and why this consolidation is exciting. Like, what's the good news in it? They're not going anywhere. Broadcom said in a recent press release they would have paid more money than they paid for VMware because they saw there's tremendous value in this relationship. But certainly, I think said differently, you have to slow down to speed up sometimes. And I think that that's what you see right now. So talk about that in consolidation. What does that actually mean? How does OTAVA fit into that? And what should customers not be worried about versus what should they be interested in? Would love your feedback.
Well, I think when you go through this consolidation phase, right? So basically VMware was trying to get every possible MSP out there on their platform, and they did a great job of that. They had 4,500 participants in the VCPP program, and there's it's the 80-20 rule, right? So 20% of those partners were really driving 80% of the value and the volume. And so as Broadcom takes over the reins here, they want to try to drive efficiency with management of that program, which is now going to be advantage, right? So we know kind of where that program is going to land. But what they're trying to drive is better operational efficiencies on their side to manage those partners. And they're also trying to drive better and broader adoption of the platform, right? So there was a construct which was a little bit of a la carte in the VMware days, and it allowed a lot of MSPs to kind of have niche orientations, and that just doesn't drive for this consolidation and scale and operational efficiency that Broadcom's looking for. So what they've done with their program is they've selected, of that 4,500, they've selected 500 remaining partners who have been invited to participate in Advantage, right? And so we know the landscape, and OTAVA is part of that group. So we're very excited to be part of that program, and we're going to help to drive some of the objectives that they want with their current and existing customers. And so the way that they're packaging products is more inclusive, right? It's giving customers and enterprises more capabilities, and they don't have to buy a la carte little individual things. So, the VCF and the vSphere packages are all inclusive. Tanzu is part of the package now. So your container strategy and your modernization strategy around your applications is going to be, something that is frictionless in terms of how you adopt it and develop those capabilities and transform your business. And the MSPs have to be in a spot where they can facilitate that transformation. And so that's where I think OTAVA really wins, right? So we have a great base of customers today, and we're going to migrate and develop those customers onto a VCD architecture that allows them to adopt these things in a really clean and efficient manner and get their business to the next phase. Because what we do know is while cloud and public cloud is accelerating, people still want choice, right? And there are still people who want to have, for compliance or governance reasons or whatever, they want to have more control over their environment and their data. And so I think OTAVA's in a great spot to kind of fulfill and fill that gap.